Hello, and welcome to my channel. It is a bit uncomfortable making a video right now. Maybe as you can see in the background, I am actually in Marrakesh right now in Morocco in this beautiful accommodation. So today I really had the urge to talk about a specific topic, and it is the first time for me talking in English. So normally on my YouTube channel, I just started a few weeks or maybe a month ago, or even two, I don't even know. But normally I either talk in German or I have maybe some English yoga flows in English, guided yoga flows. But today is gonna be different because I feel like I have an urge to spread this message and I really want to reach more people. So, by the way, I don't have my microphone with me, so I'm sorry about this quality of sound. But for this video, the message is important and not the qualities whatsoever. So, what I want to talk about today is something I have been thinking a lot about lately. So, just to give you some context, I'm here for 4 days already in Morocco. It's my second time in Marrakesh, but before that, we were in Tamrat, which is this surf area whatsoever. It is amazing. It is very beautiful. It was my first time there. I have to say, I got like super sick, really sick, but I don't believe it's from the food. The food I was eating was amazing, and I didn't have issues here before in Morocco. And I have been traveling a lot through Asia and Africa and wherever, and I never had these difficulties, I believe, because I went surfing 2 days ago, and it was my first time really doing proper surfing, a proper surfing class. And all the time when I was standing on a board, which was amazing, I was smiling, my mouth was open, and I was automatically drinking so much of the salt water. And I think that might have been an issue because I feel like I have been drinking 10 liters of salt water. And after a few hours, luckily after the surfing class, I felt really uncomfortable and I started throwing up. And everything I would drink, water or tea or like just a few pieces of bread or even banana would come out all the way. So I felt really terrible, and I think I have never experienced such a pain in my belly. So just I'm just saying this because I was suffering a lot, and it was the first time that I really properly prayed. I prayed to God and I asked him, her, or it, whatsoever, to save me or to give me some health and some strength. I was drinking this Moroccan tea. This was helping me a lot because I have been taking some medication from the pharmacy, medication that you can also find in Europe or probably everywhere, but it wasn't helping at all. So I was drinking this tea. I would said some prayers, and the next day I felt much better. And I mean, I was not 100% fit, not on my level before, but I felt so good. And this I remembered in this specific situation because I know the version of myself a few years ago, let's say 5 years ago, would never consider praying or would never consider trying to stay positive and trying to stay or to reach for positive in such a situation because I felt so terrible. My old version of myself would never be able to reach for some higher power, let's say, to pray for some or to some higher power to help me. And then I have remembered the only reason why I'm here today, the only reason why I'm able to traveling the world, the only reason why I was able to move abroad twice. And I have been living 5 years abroad, and I was working in marketing and sales for the past 5 years, and I'm only 25 years old. I'm traveling the world now and I'm living my dream. The only reason why I am able to do all of this is because at one specific point I took the very important decision to stop ignoring my problems, to acknowledge them, but at the same time to not shame myself and to not fall into too much of guiltiness. I realized, okay, I do have problems within myself that need my attention. I'm suffering and I have pain. But at the same time, to a certain point, it is not my fault that I have developed that way, and it is not my fault that I'm feeling that way. Because let's be honest, we are not coming to this earth being super insecure and suffering and, so needy and so full of anxiety and fear. No, it is the way how we grow up. And I know I'm very privileged growing up in Germany, and I always had a, let's say, safe environment, at least. Okay, what means safe? I wouldn't even say it anymore like that, because I have been in very toxic relationships from early age on, and I have had situations in my life from early age where, for example, I got bullied in school a lot. I have been in toxic relationships with men who didn't treat me well, like physically and emotionally. So I think it doesn't matter where you come from. Of course, you're born with privileges, which make a big difference, but doesn't matter where you start. You will face those struggles, and those struggles and traumatic experiences will form your human body into something that you not really are, because you've never learned how to deal with that stress, how to deal with this amount of suffering, even though you might have friends or family which are providing you with love. But how can it help you long term when you never learned how to really love yourself and how to give yourself this compassion? What I want to say to you with this video is, please acknowledge that I know you want to help people around you, you want to help people outside, and I know you know that people are struggling and you're trying to help your friends, you're trying to help your family. I know that, and this is beautiful, but please, at first, try to help yourself. We all have packages, we all have issues, we all have unhealed traumas. This is natural, but at the same time, we should be able to look at them and to help ourselves to heal them. And a big thing which helped me a lot with to heal them is that I have realized, okay, but I am not a problem. I am not a problem. It is not my fault that I have evolved to such a needy, let's say, emotional depending person who is so insecure, who will never speak their truth just because she wants to be liked, and she is so scared to be rejected by others and so scared to be alone. This is not our true nature. And with every time that you try to get confirmed by others, you will reject yourself more. I'm just editing the video right now, and I realized my accent, and a few years ago I would be so scared to upload this video just because of my German accent. And now I'm like, why would I reject myself? I'm speaking a whole other language. Maybe it's nothing like too crazy, but still, I'm happy about it. And why would I judge myself? Where's the issue? Our true nature is love and trust and fulfillment. We have just forgotten that, because we are so stressed all the time and we don't learn how to deal with bad situations and how to be self-compassionate. We don't learn that. So please, just because you grew up and you probably didn't have easy times and no one taught you how to deal with it, maybe you are grown up as women, and maybe from an early age you were really, really sexualized, and that turned into you being so focused on how you look like because you thought this is gonna be your value as a human being. So you go so deep into how do I look and am I pretty enough? And this becomes your whole identity, even though you know deep down in yourself this is not you, and life is not about that at all. It's just that society makes you feel like everything is about that. This is just an example. Many things. We are socialized in certain ways, specifically men and women. We're socialized in different ways, but all these things that we learn and we get taught are mostly not really helpful for our mental health. So the thing which really has helped me is starting connecting to myself more and realizing that I do have big traumas and problems, and I need to look at them and I cannot run away from them. I tried to run away from them. I even moved abroad with the age of 19 years. I moved abroad to Portugal from Germany without anyone, without financial like base from parents or family whatsoever. I figured out everything myself, so I was able to move abroad by such an early age without any experience, but I wasn't able to look at my problems. Only 6 months later, when I was living in Portugal, I realized my problems are not going away. I realized, okay, I have a bigger issue. There's a major problem within myself. And then, luckily, one day I took the courage to accept that and to realize at the same time, okay, but I have to stop blaming myself as well, and I have to stop feeling ashamed for the way that I am today. And I wasn't a bad person at all. I was just super insecure, and this was not my true nature. It wasn't my true nature at all. And I'm so happy and grateful today that I have taken the step, and only this realization brought me so far. And I am living my dream life today. I can tell you out of all my heart. So please, my message to everyone who's watching and can maybe agree with what I'm saying, please understand that not all is your fault, and it is not your fault that you never learned how to deal with such trauma. And you can deal with it today. You can start loving yourself, you can start accepting and looking at your problems, and at the same time you can help yourself by being self-compassionate. And while I'm saying this beautiful cat is joining me. If this is not a beautiful sign, because I'm spreading this energy of love. So please take this video as motivation to finally tune inwards and look at what is going on inside yourself, and at the same time, don't blame yourself. Treat yourself with love and compassion. You are not the problem. You have grown into someone that is not truly you. So please give yourself the love and acceptance that you want to give others and that you are also expecting from others. And trust me, if you fully get this message and you fully listen to this advice, you will do a major shift in your life, inside and outside, because you will start feeling so much better and you will come closer to the true you. Thank you if you are watching this video till here. I wish you a lovely day, evening, morning, whatsoever. And please let me know in the comments if you can agree with what I'm saying. And I'm really happy about a follow or a like. And yeah, see you next time.